Yes. What's happening, man? Just thought I'd do a quick live, innit? Have a little catch up. See what's going on, man. Just got back from the gym. I've been working out, you know. Do you want to see my little workout video? Let me show you me on the bags today, yeah. What's Mike Tyson saying here? Hold on a minute. Let me just listen to this before I show you my workout video.
Fight anybody if the price is right, even a gorilla. That's how fighting is for. The price is right. We're here to make money, and that's what you do, fight the best fighters in the world. The only thing about fighters nowadays, when they lose, they get so discouraged, you want to give up everything. That's just the beginning. You find out what you're made out of. You're nothing unless you get your ass kicked. Everyone gets their ass kicked. I don't care who you are.
Mike, enjoy your time in Saudi. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk. Who wins and why?
Tyson Fury is overpowered. He can't run that long with him. Tyson's going to wear him down. He's going to get on him, going to wear him down, slow him down, then he's going to pound on him. AJ almost stopped him with body punches. You know? You saw him the body, he hurt him. AJ was hurting him with body punches, but he wasn't doing it consistent enough.
How long do you think Tyson Fury can reign for, Mike?
As long as he wants to. This is how I look at fighting, right? Tyson Fury and Usyk. Tyson Fury fights Usyk or whoever. They make $50 million. Why do I dislike this guy? Why do I don't want to fight this guy? Some guys don't want to fight guys because for some reason. I'll fight anybody if the price is right, even a gorilla. That's how fighting is for. The price is right. We're here to make money, and that's what you do, fight the best fighters in the world. The only thing about fighters nowadays, when they lose, they get so discouraged, you want to give up everything. That's just the beginning. You find out what you're made out of. You're nothing unless you get your ass kicked. Everyone gets their ass kicked. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, they're trying to be like Mayweather, aren't they? Yeah, check out this video of me on the bags, yeah. Yo, eat this burger. You know that guy from Bloodline messaged me and then talking a bit of shit. So I've been working out. Look at that. See that? See that little body shot there? I know bags don't hit back. Good work. I put them 8 rounds on the bags today. That's me skipping, you know, the little woman in the background. It's quite nice, you know. I wanted to make a move on. You know, a little sexual move. That's me today in the gym. Some of you lot came up to me in the gym today, you know, talking. I don't appreciate it, you know, when I'm trying to do my thing in the gym. I like to get that working. Just that little woman there, bending over like that. Working her arse cheeks and shit, you know, doing that. Yeah, man, that was good, man. Right, let me get on track. Shout out to Gary Welsh, Gary TFL Welsh. Thanks for the £2, yeah. Towards the rent boss, yeah. Right, let me just put these comments on the screen. Hold on a minute. Get some of you lot involved. Just give me 1 minute here. Lastminute.com. I've just got back from the gym, man. So... Right, let me catch up on some of these comments. Tyne, you're going to fight this Virgo bomb. Yeah, he's been messaging me. You know that Idris Virgo? I didn't really know him, innit? I didn't really know anything about him, but he started like messaging me. You know, trying to fucking get a bit of beef going on. So I'm going to try and fight him, you know, on the little Misfit show. You know, smack him up. He's from Love Island. I think he's 12-0. You know, he's a light heavyweight, but I'm like a cruiserweight right now. You know, and you seen that power on the bags. So I'm not sure how I have to train, you know, to prepare for that guy, that Idris Virgo. I don't know whether just hitting the bags is enough, you know, and running up a few hills. Dominic Ingle said in his Boxing King Media interview, you've been back in the Ingle gym training at midnight with the snidey little key. Yeah, I've got a key to the gym. But I think they changed the locks because I couldn't get into the gym. So, you know, I just fucking went to this little gym here. You know, this JD Sports Gym, and just had a good workout on the bags. So, yeah, man, I love it. You know, all this depression bullshit, it's a myth. You know, when you start training, you start working out, you start sweating it out, drinking water, you know, rehydrating, you know, releasing those feel-good endorphins. You feel a lot better, man. My happiness has gone up a lot. You know, since I've started training again, as opposed to just drinking alcohol every day. I've stopped smoking weed. I've cut down on the alcohol. I've got about 4 cans, you know, of this cider here, you know, this fucking night cider. But I ain't had a drink for about 3 days, so. I thought I'd have a little drink and a catch up. But yeah, what's that Idris Virgo all about? Is he any good or what? He's got a decent following. He's got about 200,000 followers on Instagram, so. Yes, Dan Joyce, thanks for the £10, yeah? Updated on the potential nonce. Which nonce? Which nonce are you talking about? I don't know what you mean, man. You're trying to lower the tone already. It's early, man. We're less than 10 minutes in and he's talking nonce already. Nonce talk. But yeah, do I look better? Do I look... My double chin's going, innit? Yeah, I look kind of sharp. Got a new little Thai FL t-shirt. Merch. But yeah, what do you think of this Conor bomb stuff? You know, with the eggs. You know, his little dodgy Eggsplanation. It's a load of shit in it. You know, the WBC, they said that, oh, he's innocent. You know, he hasn't done anything wrong. You know what I mean? But they're bound to say that, aren't they? They're all about collecting those sanctioning fees. You know, the WBC stands for We Be Crooks. That's what James Toney said back in the day, didn't he? He was dissing the WBC and like Riddick Bowe like chucked his belt. You know, his WBC belt in the bin. Because they were trying to fucking get him to pay a load of sanctioning fees. So Riddick Bowe just chucked the WBC belt in the bin. So the WBC, man, we be crooks. That's what James Toney said, didn't he? And it's kind of true, man. Because, like, you know, for Conor Bonn to like have that much chloroform in his system, he would have to eat 50 eggs a day. Yeah, that's a lot of eggs. No one's eating 50 eggs a day. And you know, in the UK, farmers, they're not allowed to fucking put that chloroform, you know, into their chickens. So Conor Bonn would have had to like import, you know, eggs, 50 eggs a day from overseas. Yeah, so where's the receipts? Where's the documentation, you know, for these eggs that he's imported? You know, it's not true, is it? I've been around a load of top boxers over the years, yeah, and like every little penny that they spend, they keep receipts of it. They keep documentation, you know, to give to the tax man. And that's what I've started doing. Every little thing I buy, you know, I keep the receipt, you know, to fucking give it to the tax man so it comes off my tax bill. And it's the same with like Kell Brook, you know, all those high earning boxers. I sparred with Kell Brook, yeah, and he gave me like £20 a round. And we did 6 rounds, so he gave me 120 quid. And his dad came into the gym with a checkbook. And he wrote a little check for me, you know, to give me £120, you know, in a check. Because then it's like documented, innit? So it can come off Kell's tax bill. Yeah, so these fighters, they fucking keep the receipts for every single thing they buy. So where are these receipts for Conor Bum's 50 eggs a day? You know, it's an excuse, innit? You know his dad, Nigel Bum. You know when he fought that fucking blind cunt, Gerald McLennan? Nigel Bum, like, after the fight, Nigel Bum, he like pretended to faint. You know, so he didn't have to give a drugs test. You know, he conveniently had a little fucking faint. Nigel Bum, you know, after he beat up that fucking blind cunt, Gerald McLennan. You know, to swerve giving a little drug test. So, what's that saying? Like, a chip off the old block. So that's what Conor Bum's doing, isn't he? And then he tried to like have a go at Errol Spence, saying, oh, because I think Errol Spence wrote a tweet about it. And, you know, Conor Bum, he was like, you just worry about your drink driving, yeah? Don't worry about me and these eggs. You know, but that's not really an insult, is it? If Errol Spence can drink drive and crash his car into fucking lampposts, you know, and still be in the top 5 pound for pound rankings, you know, it's an achievement, isn't it? It's not an achievement, but it's not like an insult. If he can drink drive and just be an alcoholic and he can still get into those rankings, it's quite good, man. So this egg excuse, yeah, it's bullshit. People have really turned on him, haven't they? Even though he's trying to act like he's innocent, you know, and he stuck his finger up like that, you know, in a photo. He tried to do that, didn't he? Conor Bum. He tried to be like that, like, yeah, fuck you haters, look at me now, yeah, I'm innocent. All you doubters, you know, you're fucking wrong, look at that finger, fuck you. But we're not convinced, are we? People have seriously turned on him. Because before this drug scandal, yeah, he was acting arrogant, wasn't he, Conor Bum? You know, when he was like saying, oh, why should I fight David Avanesian, you know? Why should I do him any favours? I'm a young multi-millionaire with a Rolex. Yeah, I'm driving around in a £300,000 Bentley. Yeah, I'm a young 21-year-old multi-millionaire. Why should I do him any favours? So, you know, that kind of arrogance, you know, when he got fucking exposed for being a drug cheat. People loved it, didn't they? They fucking loved it, man. And you know, a few years ago, Conor Bum got interviewed, yeah, because some high-level boxer tested positive for some kind of substance. And Conor Bum was like saying, well, you know, when you're at that level and you're earning that kind of money, you're supposed to check all of the things that go into your body. You're supposed to check every single ingredient that goes into your body when you're at that level. But if he's eating all these eggs, 50 eggs a day, which is unlikely, you know, why isn't he checking the fucking ingredients of these eggs? Like how he said that high-level boxer should have. He's just contradicting himself all the time, isn't he? He said that, you know, like, anytime he eats something, his dietitian is like on him all the time. Conor Bomb said that he had an orange or something like that, or a banana, and his dietitian was going mental, you know, because he didn't check it before he ate it. So why aren't you checking all these 50 eggs that you're so-called eating every fucking day? No one eats 50 eggs, man. It's a lie, innit? You know, his dad, he used to pop a few little fellas, didn't he? Nigel Bomb. That's what he told us, didn't he? Nigel Bomb said he used to pop a few little fellas. And he burnt the candle at both ends. You know, and he pretended to faint, you know, after his fight with that fucking Gerald McLennan. So, yeah, I think they're all scum. And now Gerald McLennan's blind permanently, isn't he? Yes, Joey, thanks for the £5, yeah? Conor's lowlifes buy tickets to your fight. You're going to brock him up time, yeah? I want you lot all there. I know some of you aren't going to come. Some of you lot are in the basement, aren't you? No disrespect, but come on, man. That was a bit rude of me, wasn't it, saying that? That's a bit... Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. But the guy's called Boxing Basement, isn't it? So, some of you are in the basement. That Boxing Basement records his videos in a little basement, and that's what his channel's called. Boxing Basement. Farmers aren't allowed to inject their fucking chickens with chloroform in the UK, so yeah. That little 270-page document that Conor Bomb sent to the WBC. We need to read it, you know, and see what it's about. Yes, Yankee Zulu, thanks for the £2, yeah? When are you releasing those little time dolls? He's talking about these, isn't he? The guy who made that, yeah, he's kind of set a price, and I think it's too high, man. I just don't think it's... I don't think it's a good price. He said it's like... I think he said £1,000 or something like that, or I don't know. It was either £1,000 or 100. But both of them, it's too much in it. It's a bit too... It's a bit too expensive, you know, just for that doll there. It's quite good though. How much is Prime selling for? Prime. I'm having a good time, you know. I'm at peace, I'm at ease, you know, after that session, 2-hour session. Did you watch that Jake Paul, Tommy Fury fucking press conference? It was a bit shit, wasn't it? I don't like fights in Saudi Arabia, you know, because you can't drink alcohol, you know what I mean? You can't chill, you can't... It's just too respectful, innit? That press conference was just too... You could tell they was on edge, you know. Jake Paul, he wasn't really saying anything, wasn't he? He didn't want to, you know, be disrespectful to those Saudi sheikhs. And anytime somebody said something, you know, the crowd, they started clapping, didn't they? And that's what they do at the end of the rounds, you know, in Saudi Arabia, you know, those Muslim countries. They're quite respectful, aren't they? You're not allowed to drink alcohol there. So, I don't like the atmosphere, man. You know, they're Muslim countries. You know, if you steal, you get your hand chopped off. You know, if you try and grape a woman, you get murdered. So in a way, it's good, isn't it? But it's... You know, this area that I live in now, there's a load of Muslims running around. You know, Muslim women with those hijabs on their heads, you know, covering their hair. And those women are pure. They're probably virgins. They're probably nice and clean. They're not slags, are they? So in a way, that's good. They're like marriable. They think God's watching them, so they're not going to sleep around, you know, cheat on their husbands. You know, fornicating, being on OnlyFans like Whore Phelps. So in a way, it's good. You know, these women around here, they're kind of clean, but I want slags around here. I want dirty slags who are drunk, who fornicate, you know, and vape. But yeah, that press conference was dead, man. It was just like, it's just the same old, innit? Tommy Fury saying, I'm going to knock you spark out. You know, it's just the same sayings, innit? The same empty words. You're getting knocked spark out. You know, when you hear that, it's just like, it's just dead, innit? Yeah, someone just said, time review Radio Raheem interviewing Mutar Beal, or Umar IFL Umar interviewing Mike Tyson. So the first part of that comment, yeah, that chat, let me have a look at that. Because that guy, he was like good mates with Tupac. That was his homie. But I was watching this video, innit, you know, before I started doing the live. You know this one here? Let me just watch a little bit of this and then we'll fucking get onto that. I like anything related to Tupac. Fuck. I need some earpods. This wire is not long enough, man. I have to like lean forward, but let me just listen to this shit a minute.
Ed, I don't remember anyone, like boxers over the years, so over the last 10 years, getting this much attention and criticism. Bearing in mind, there's been quite a few boxers over the years from UK, US, wherever, that have failed tests. Some cleared, some not, etc., etc. But this one seems to have like...
I agree.
And reason for that is what?
I don't know. I mean, it was a hugely high-profile fight.
Tyson Fury got popped, you know, for taking some kind of dodgy substance. But he's kind of gone on to, like, you know, prove his value, his worth, you know what I mean? He's the best heavyweight, you know, on the planet in boxing. But Conor Bomb, he just beat a load of dietitians and he was acting arrogant for no reason. Just for the simple fact that Eddie Hearn was hyping him up, calling him a superstar. So he was starting to believe his own hype. You know, trying to show off his Rolex and his little fucking car and that. What's he driving?
That's the first thing. And then Conor hasn't... I don't think Conor's played it particularly great in terms of his statements and his emotions, but he's done that all on his own. He's never come to me and say, oh, could you read this statement and you know, have your media team look at it. He's sort of... because he's got nothing to hide in his mind. So I don't think he's played it particularly great, but what I'll tell you this is, Conor Benn has had many options to get himself out of this situation by lying, and chose not to, because he don't want to lie.
He's lying about it.
You know what I'm saying?
He's lying.
Everybody comes up with an excuse, and forget the statement, because again, I'll go back to that. I don't think that's necessarily the defence.
Where's he getting these eggs from? I've said it before. We need to see receipts, from these eggs that he's allegedly imported from America, because they can't put chloroform, into fucking eggs in the UK. So he must have imported them. So there must be documents of it.
But early on in this, and there's conversations that were had many months ago that, may rear their head one day, but he doesn't want, he's never wanted to make an excuse that wasn't real. And that's why he's not happy with the statement. Anyway.
Okay, let's move on. Let's go on to last weekend. Dramatic night in Nottingham. Yeah, it was. Look, I know we've spoken about this already after the fight, etc. And I've spoken to Ben Davison the other day. I think everyone's agreeing now. Maybe even Tony Bellew, who had different or slightly different take on the night. But I think we're all in agreement that Ben Davison 100% did the right thing at that point, which is what you said straight after the fight anyway.
Yeah, I think when you look at it, I think Ben was right. I mean, Ben's handled it very well in the sense of, I respect all opinions. In that situation, there's two things that could have happened. Lee Wood could have found a way to survive the 8 or 9 seconds, which is a huge amount of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was great TV, wasn't it? See, that's a long time. You're talking about a dozen, 20 punches that can land in that period, right? There's two things that could have happened. Number one is, he may have held on, or fluked his way through the round, or taken a knee, or I don't know.
That knockdown against this Lara guy, was that worse than that knockdown against that fucking Mick Conor? We'll compare both of them, innit? I think the Lara one was worse. I'm just saying, like, Lee Wood recovered. So, from this one here. Let's have a look at the knockdown. What round was it? It was like the first round, wasn't it? So, I think that's it. Right, let's have a look at this knockdown. See if this was worse than the last. Good shot, man. I think Lee Wood's open to left hooks, because that's what that Lara knocked him out with, or knocked him down with. A left hook. See that? Which one was worse? One was a lot worse. And there was 10 seconds left. The fuck is that? Hold on a minute. Let's play that one. Go to the knockout. Yeah, there's a bit of a delay getting. There's more of a delay in there. Yeah, that's a lot worse. That is. Can you not see this screen? Yeah, I've shared it, haven't I? Yeah. Yeah, that knockdown was a lot worse, wasn't it? If you compare the two, like, they're both left hooks, but look, Lee couldn't get up there. You see that? With the other one, he kind of got up straight away, didn't he? But yeah, he's kind of, look, he's still down, man. He's stumbling. Yeah, he's fucked. He's like 10 seconds left. Ben Davison chucking the towel in. One more time, yeah. He was doing well, man. Because, like, you know when Lee Wood beat that Mick Conor, Lee Wood was crying on it. So, you know, Ben Davison seeing him crying after a win. You know, the loss is going to be a lot worse, man. Fucking Ben Davison. You remember when he kept saying that pressure can burst pipes, but it can also create diamonds. He kept saying it, didn't he? He was really proud of his little saying, man. He prepared it beforehand, you know, and he just kept saying it, you know, in every interview.
For every punch in the book, could be a world champion, weren't they? No. What separates them is not the punches. It's how they apply them, the in-between. That's what needs to be getting spoke to. That's what he needs to... That's what he needs to be looking for. You can't really say that because... No, nothing to do with that, because... football managers, Jose Mourinho worked with Chelsea, worked with Man United. Like, I'm a boxing trainer. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, you know, yeah, I'll take that job. Like, he might go, what does he know? Fuck all, idiot. Do you know what I mean? But
do you think he doesn't know anything, this guy Ben Davison? He got his big break with Tyson Fury, didn't he? And Billy Joe Sausages. But I think Tyson Fury was the first one. Tyson Fury can fight. You don't really need a trainer, man. You know, he can just do his own thing, man, and just turn up in half decent shape. He always looks fat, Tyson, but I think he's got
it's almost like my work here's done. You know, I can't imagine Jesus going, oh, I've told a few people here in Bethlehem I'm the Son of God. Can I just stay here with Mum and Dad now? No, you got to move on. You got to spread the word. You know, you got to go to Nazareth, please. And that's very much like me. My world does not end with these four walls. Slough's a big place, you know. And when I finish with Slough, there's Reading, Aldershot, Bracknell. You know, I've got a Didcot, Yateley. You know, my Winnersh, Taplow. You know, because I am my own boss. I can Burfield. I can wake up one morning and go, oh, I don't feel like working today. Can I just stay in bed? Oh, I don't know. You better ask the boss. David, can I stay in bed all day? Yes, you can, David. Both me. That's not me in bed with another bloke called David.
That's the best comedy ever. The Office. You know, Coogan, he's desperate to interview Ricky Gervais. That's why Coogan don't like True Geordie, you know, because True Geordie's interviewed Ricky Gervais. Carl Froch offered Ricky Gervais ringside seats, you know, to his rematch with George Groves in front of 80,000 at Wembley. Yes, Joey, thanks for the £5, yeah? Get yourself some nice food on me. Thanks for that. Nothing beats The Office yet, I know. I tried to write a little comedy, you know, like The Office, and I sent it to the BBC, yeah, and they sent it back in a few days saying, it's basically an Office rip-off. It's basically me just trying to, you know what I mean? How long's it been? 36 minutes. R.I.P. Andrew Tate. Don't worry about the refund on my gold package. I think he's been released, you know, Andrew Tate. Someone said he's been released. You know the women who tried to like set him up and say that he kidnapped them? Their WhatsApp messages got leaked, you know, and they were lying. They were trying to extract £200,000 out of Andrew Tate, and they were seen like asking him, yeah, to help them with their TikTok careers, and he refused. So they tried to like, you know, they tried to What are you saying? Shall we do a live watch along for Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury? The press conference was dead, wasn't it? But it should be a good fight. It should be a decent fight, man. Did you see John Fury? He's changed his look on it. John Fury. He's kind of showing shades of Gary Glitter in it. You see the resemblance there. He's going for that look in it, John Fury. You see that? That's what he's trying to do, isn't he? They're bringing out a little Gary Glitter documentary, so we might have to do a live watch along, you know. That's my kind of thing. It's my area of interest. So we might have to do a live watch along to that, but he's trying to go for that Gary Glitter look, in it. John Fury. I don't know how he got into Saudi Arabia anyway. He's a criminal, isn't he? You know, he poked someone's eye out, you know, and blinded him. Yeah, this MILF on OnlyFans, she started messaging me, you know, like asking me to interview her. Let me show you this woman here. Yeah, man, shout out to Hex Toys, you know. He said he's going to sponsor me, you know, for my fight with that Idris Virgo. Right, this is her here, innit? Yeah, what do you think of that? Hold on a minute. You know, this MILF on OnlyFans, she's been messaging me, you know, for a fucking interview. So we're going to step it up. She lives in Leicester. So I said, yeah, let's do it on the weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend. So I'm going to fucking get her. I'm going to book a travel lodge, you know, in Leicester. And get her on camera. What do you think of those tits? Do you think they're a bit saggy or what? She calls herself a MILF, innit? So you know what to expect. But yeah, that's her there, innit? Click on her OnlyFans. In fact, yo, you need to watch out, you know. Make sure there's no nudity. Fuck you now, man. I've already got a strike, man. You know, for being careless, reckless. Hold on a minute. I nearly fucked up again, you know. Yeah, that's her there. We'll interview her. Next week in the Travel Lodge. Do a live, so you can ask her questions. See what she's posted here. See the nipples and that. Try and get them out in the Travel Lodge. She's called MILF Sarah Michelle 2. We want to know what panties she's wearing today.
And probably wouldn't have recovered. Number two, he could have got seriously hurt. And I don't think there's a definitive answer for either of those. So when someone has the opportunity, but the threat of or chance to get hurt, and even if it's a 50-50 call, which it's not, there's more chance he would have got hurt than he would have survived the round. So ask yourself that when you're debating it, when you're criticising, whatever you want to do. There was more chance of him getting badly hurt in that situation than there was of him making it through. So, the only thing I said on the DAZN show was maybe if Ben knew exactly how many seconds left in the round, but I still think no. I don't think it would have really, it would. And you just look at the fighter in that instance and say, he's gone. He can't defend himself. Don't care if there's 1 second left. I don't want one punch landing, not the opportunity of 12 or 20. So
yeah,
for me,
you know what? I had a little bleeding on the brain. Back in the days when I got down to welterweight, I boiled down to like 10 stone. To box on a Carl Froch undercard, and I was fucking doing well at first, but like after round 5, it was a 10 rounder. I started to get fucked up, man. And I wasn't allowed to box, for about a year, because of the little fucking bleeding on the brain. But then I got a brain scan, and I got the all clear. But you don't know what's going on internally, with Lee Wood. So that Ben Davison, he probably did the right thing, man.
And by the way, Ben Davison knows Lee Wood in that situation better than anyone.
So, what are the likely chances of an immediate rematch to that of Warrington Lara 3?
Well, Ben and Lee are coming here on Monday to discuss. They want the rematch, there's no doubt about that. It's just a timing thing, really. It was a tough fight, and would Lee be ready for May or maybe early June? Maybe. Would he be ready to perform at the highest level then? Maybe. And if so, I think he'll look to do that. The other option would be for Lara Warrington, and Lee's locked in to face the winner.
It's like Tommy Earns, isn't it? Emmanuel Stewart used to turn the heating up, to boil his fighters down and put them in like a hostile environment. So when they fight, they be kind of used to it, innit? But he boiled down so much Tommy Earns to welterweight. He's about 6'3", and he's fucking brain dead now, Tommy Earns. And that Gerald McLennan's blind. They used to have wars, in that gym. Did you watch that video of, I think it was Gerald McLennan sparring, what's his name? James Toney. They're having wars, man. zoo here. James Toney's in the white t-shirt. I can tell by his style. He had that good upper body movement. That gym would have been fucking hot, man. You know, Brendan, he used to get his body sparring every day. He sparred to the head like every now and then. He used to say 95% body sparring, 5% head sparring. But Emmanuel Stewart said that he won't let Joel McLennan spar with Tommy Owens because he said it would be too brutal. I think James Toney was an outsider, wasn't he? I don't think he's from that gym, is he? I think he imported him for a bit of sparring. James Toney tried to have a little UFC fight and got took down and got fucking battered in the first round. So how does Tyson Fury get on with Francis Ngannou in the UFC? Yeah.
This is Jonathan Agarth here for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Shane Fury. Your brother Tommy Fury finally faces Jake Paul this Sunday. Glad to just get this one over and done with, or are you just excited?
I think it'd be good. Listen, it's matured into a much bigger fight than what it was anyway. So listen, I don't know the word to it, I'm not that clever, but listen, everything happens when it happens, you know, and when it does happen, it's probably better than what it would do if it was when it was supposed to happen, you know.
What did you make of the bet they just made up there? Double or quits, basically.
Yeah, well, I reckon it needs to be in writing. Both solicitors need to have it and put it through the legal way of however it goes on, and go for it. If both men's confident, Jake Paul's fucking Tommy's confident, the team around him is confident, so let's get it in writing, because all that tongue-in-cheek means nothing really, unless it's in writing.
Your dad said he's been sending sparring partners to hospital and things. Can you confirm that this has been happening?
Can't comment on it, and if I did know, I wouldn't be commenting anyway. My dad shouldn't be mentioning anything like that, but he hasn't mentioned no names, has he? So it's all right.
Fair enough. And obviously Jake has brought family into it. He's not said anything too bad, but he's mentioned Molly and Tommy's child and things like that. Has he crossed the line or not, in your opinion?
No, not really. Listen, he's not said anything bad about his child and Molly. Listen, I'm sure there's a bit of animosity at the moment there, but really, realistically, after the fight, they both earned a shit ton of money with each other and they punch a shit out of each other. Best man will win. And what animosity at the end of it can you have? There's not really much, is there? But a bit of tongue-in-cheek, yeah.
And how does Sunday end, in your opinion?
I think Tommy KOs him. I think he's got too much horsepower for him. I think he's just a bit too good all the way around for him. But
you know that Jake Paul has got like a really big chin. Have you seen his chin?
Both on the same level.
Just final question. Obviously, we're waiting for news on Tyson's fight with Usyk. Hasn't been announced yet, but the main man's over there. Eddie Hearn came up with the idea that if the fight doesn't happen, that Tyson faces Joshua in the summer, and he said he'd be willing to go straight in. What do you make of that being brought up again?
Yeah, like Tyson says, show him the money and he will fight anyone. Simple.
Wait, Miss Lee, back to the hotel.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, show him the money. Just show him the money.
Shane, thank you.
when did you come in from the States? A couple of days, huh? Let me see your face. Who done this one?
Klitschko.
Klitschko. Those Europeans, huh? You know, spoilers. Yeah, spoilers. This is Christopher. Emily.
Emily.
That's mom.
What's up? You shouldn't call him that. You should call him Mr. Lennox.
Okay. Yeah, Lennox starts criticising
Don't
me.
slip out, Joe.
No, I'm not slip. That's the stepping in.
No, but anytime you're ready.
Oh, please. Why are you just going to shoot me in the kneecap? Okay.
No, but
Tell me you can feel.
why are you out there so far?
Because
I come back in here.
I've got to step in. I'm stepping in. That's the only way I can give it.
Listen, if me and you are like this and I say throw a jab,
Yeah.
would you go back like this and then have to say
I've got a coil. I've got a coil into it. Bam.
Okay.
I've got a coil into it. And when I'm
Can you not coil from there?
No.
Yes, you can.
Well, I don't know how to do that.
What are you talking about? It's the same motion. Coil. How do you release from the coil? Boom. Release from the coil right
Lennox
there.
was a G.
From where I am.
Yeah. I felt that. Hurt my foot.
Hold on a minute. Let me get back to this. Yeah, shout out to this guy here, man, Cox. Relationships are not my forte. Yeah, I'm getting sick of that intro now. It's just fucking... What did Sonny Edwards say? I'm not put me in a bad light or some shit. It's just dead, man. Come on. Yes, Darren Hill. Thanks for the £2, yeah? You missed my £5 super chat. Alright, let me scroll back. John. Shout out to John Wieners. Thanks for the £5, yeah? Do you think Shane Fury should feel offended that he looks exactly like Tyson Fury did when he said he was at the lowest point of his life? It's alright, he's saying he was at his lowest point of his life, but come on, man, you're still a world champ, you're still a fucking multi-millionaire, you know, with a nice little wife, Paris Fury, and a load of little kids. So it's relative, innit, you know what I mean? It's first world problems. Tyson Fury was getting slandered in the media, you know, for having got those fucking fruity fuckers. Tyson said that the Bible prophesies that when homosexuality is like tolerated and like these pedos, these nonces, you know, they kind of excused, aren't they, because they're calling it, like, you know, when someone's a nonce, they're saying it's just a sexual preference, you know, don't slag them off, it's just a sexual preference. It's like they're trying to normalize it, aren't they? You know, TikTok, yeah, I've been on TikTok for about 2 weeks, and every video is like, it's just like, it's like pedo central, man. And you know, Joe Rogan, he said like the Chinese, they created TikTok, but you know, the TikTok videos in China, they're all like positive, you know, uplifting, you know what I mean, really like good positive videos. But the videos in the West, you know, it's all little kids, you know, it's pedo central, it's promoting this fucking LGBT shit. So they're saying that the Chinese are trying to ruin the West, you know, by putting out these videos, and just, yeah, man, it's interesting. Yes, Darren Hill, thanks for the £5 super chat, yeah? Ty, give a shout out to Sarah Wilkie. Tell her to be safe. Yeah, man, be safe, Sarah Wilkie, yeah? Block Talk, thanks for the super chat, yeah? Why does Jake Paul's mom look like Frank Maloney? Alright, let's have a look at your mom. She does a bit. That's what it is, isn't it? When she was probably 20 years old, she was probably quite nice. But she's old, isn't it? When women get to like 40 years old, they've kind of hit the wall. You know, their prime years are behind them. That's why when women are like 20 years old, they've got to try and make the most of their prime years, you know, and try and lock down a high value man. You know, before it's too late. I know a load of single mums, you know, who would have got a load of attention when they were young, when they were in their 20s. But they just squandered those years, you know, going out partying, just fucking around, sleeping around with losers, you know, having kids and that. Now they're 40 and they're fucking desperate for a hug. You keep messaging me, asking me for a hug, man. There's a woman who's like 40 years old, yeah. She's got like 3 kids. And she's saying that she'll give me money, you know, to give her a little hug. It's a bit sad, man. I feel a bit sorry for her, to be honest. You don't want your daughter ending up like that, do you? It's a bit tragic, man. Do you think Brendan Ingle would have accepted MTK drug pusher money? That's a good question, you know, because Brendan was like a big fan of the royal family. You know, the Queen, he used to like praise the Queen, you know, Queen Elizabeth. And like, obviously the royal family, they got their wealth, you know, by going to like Africa and Asia, you know, and like robbing the resources from these continents. You know, stealing their diamonds and their pearls. And Brendan was a big fan of the royal family, so I know he might have been okay with taking that drug money, you know, from MTK Global. But you know, years ago, I got a job. I got offered a job, you know, in William Hill, and I was a bit religious at the time. This was about 10 years ago, and I said to Brendan, "I've been offered a job, yeah, you know, at William Hill, but I don't know whether I should take it, you know, because it's kind of." It's like gambling, isn't it? It's a bit and Brendan was like, well, it's just a job, man. It's just a job. Just take the job, man. So I don't know if he would have accepted that drug money. I'm not sure, you know. But he was a good guy, Brendan. I liked him. He had morals, man. I told you about the time when me and Brendan went to a sauna. And we were sitting in the sauna and he was telling me about Johnny Nelson and Naz and Harold Graham. This woman walked into the sauna, yeah, in her little swimsuit. And Brendan got up and walked out. You know, straight away. He's like really loyal to his wife. So, yeah, man. I don't know if he would have took drug money, you know, from MTK like Coogan did. No, I forgot about that, you know. Apparently Mayweather is fighting in London tomorrow night. Not seeing much about it though, that's it. I'm kind of glad it's not getting any attention, you know. I think Mayweather's just milking it now. It's just not interesting at all, is he? He's fighting a guy from Geordie Shore. It hasn't caught any attention at all, has it? Brendan loved the money. That's why him and Naz fell out. I've kind of fell out with a few of my family members. You know, when they see these super chats popping up every minute. you know, when they watch my videos, they start conveniently like messaging me, you know, asking me for money to invest in their little silly business ideas. And I say nah. And they start getting a bit offensive. They start trying to call me a little fake Andrew Tate wannabe. Yeah, so I've been doing these videos for years and years now. But you know, some of my family, they don't want to put the time in, you know, to their little business ideas. You know, every month they got a new fucking idea on how to make money. Every month they've got a new brilliant business idea that they never stick to. But they want to come and ask me for fucking money, man. So, you know, Nas telling his brother to fuck off, man. Stop asking me for money. I don't blame him. I don't fucking blame him at all, man. Ring one of your jealous relatives. Nah. I'm going it alone, man. I'm going it alone. I want to break the cycle, you know, of like my family. They just... No one's got anything. No one's got a business. No one's got any properties. No one's got any land. No one's got any gold. No one's got any crypto. No one's got any stocks and shares. Yeah. They're just working shit dead-end jobs, you know what I mean, with nothing to show for it. I wanted to break the mold, you know, and just like own a load of properties. Like my old manager, John. My old boxing manager. My dad was in and out of prison, selling weed, signing on, getting locked up for selling weed, getting kicked out of his council house, coming out of fucking prison. I told you the story, innit, when I was a kid. I was about 10 years old. And I had a little money box, you know, that was full of money. You know, £5 notes and £10 notes and pound coins. And my dad used to come into my bedroom with a smile on his face. And I knew that he wanted something off me. Because he was always angry, you know, and shouting at me and my mum and my brother. So when he used to come into my bedroom smiling, I knew he wanted something. And he used to say, oh, can you give me a tenner until tomorrow? And I'd say, yeah, go on then. Because I was just happy that he wasn't fucking shouting at me. And I'd give him a tenner, innit? But that's what I mean though, you know, being a 50-year-old man asking your 10-year-old son for £10. It's fucking tragic, man. I didn't want to go down that path, man. That's why I started doing these videos. You know, getting these nice little super chats. It's appreciated. I want to see you lot at my fight with that Idris Virgo. What are you saying? Have I missed any super chats? Let me just scroll back. Someone said that G-Man sent me a bit of cash. Yes, Joe, thanks for the £5, yeah? Imagine that was your daughter saying relationships ain't my forte. Disgusting. Be safe. But that woman who said that, you know, that woman who said that, she's got about 4 kids. She's about 40, innit? So she's kind of hit the wall. So she can't find a man of value, yeah. So that's why she's saying relationships aren't my forte. Because when she was in her prime, she probably got with some deadbeat man. You know, who impregnated her. left her as a single mum with 4 kids.
Completely different ballgame. I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.
I hate this advert, you know. I fucking hate him.
Yes, I might have been a very negative light there. Relationships are not my forte. Share something with you. I might have been a very negative light there. Relationships are not my...
That's her there, innit? That's her there, man. You see that? You see that woman there? She's not the best looking, is she? But you know, in her prime, she probably looked a lot better. She probably had a load of men, you know, like trying it on with. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. She's a bit. You got to make the most of your prime. You know, I squandered my prime years in boxing, but thankfully I got another chance. You know, with this YouTube shit, and I'm making the most of it, man. Gary Glitter. You know, he liked fucking young girls, didn't he? Gary Glitter, but that's what a lot of these religious guys did, you know, back in the days. You know, like Abraham and fucking Moses. They got them, you know, when they were young, when they were pure. Not when they're 40 years old and they got 5 kids, you know, to 5 different men. I'm not promoting it, I'm saying it was quite common, you know, back in the days, you know, King Solomon. He was banging youngsters, wasn't he? And John Fury is kind of going for that look as well. Smiling away. Yeah, man. How long's it been now? An hour. Shall we wrap it up? We've had a good run, haven't we? We'll do a live watch along, you know, for Tommy Fury. Hopefully he gets fucked up. Why are you so jealous of Cougar? Laughing face. This guy's been saying this for years, you know. He just says the same thing all the fucking time. Tiny smashing YouTube, to be honest, yeah. Like I said, I wanted to break the mold. I didn't want to be stuck in dead-end factory jobs. You know, like my family. Doing 12-hour shifts in a factory, you know, picking up boxes for 12 hours at night, having a supervisor talking shit to them. It's not my cup of tea, man. You know, Joe Rogan, yeah, he was like, he made a good point the other day. He said, yeah, most people, they need like a boss, you know, telling them what to do, telling them what time to get to work, what time to finish, what time to go for their break, what time they can go to the toilet, what days they have to come into work. Most people need that because Joe Rogan said, like, you know, historically, you know, when we were quite tribal, you know, there'd be like one leader, you know, of the tribe, and everyone would follow. Because there couldn't be like loads and loads of leaders, you know, in one tribe. Because they'd be arguing and fighting and they wouldn't have direction. They'd all be fucking trying to, you know, make the final decision and it wouldn't work. So Eddie Hearn, yeah, he's at the top of Matchroom, innit? That little Frank Smith, he's like below Eddie Hearn. So that's what I'm saying. That's what Joe Rogan was saying. Like you can't have like 10 bosses, you know, in one company or one tribe. So most people like are followers, innit? That was a good point by Joe Rogan. So most people are like sheep, aren't they? I don't want to get too deep, you know, talking about like COVID and shit like that, but a lot of people were getting those little, you know, those little things, you know what I'm saying, innit? A lot of people was getting those. I didn't get it at all. Yes, Darren Hill, you or Conor bomb on the cobbles. Oh, I'm getting in shape, you know. My movement's kind of coming back. I felt sharp, man. I feel good, man. My happiness has gone up, you know, since I've started working out and streaming a lot more. You know, my little video of me running with Carl Froch and Eddie Hearn and Coogan. Got a decent like number of views. I think it was like 35,000. So I'll start putting out more videos like that, I think. Massive motivation. Give me a little £2.50. Would you fight boxing basement time? Oh, I don't know, man. He's alright. He's given me a few super chats. You know, I like some of his videos. Me and him are kind of on the same page. You know, he seems to be a big fan of Grape, don't he? You know, that boxing basement. He seems to like Grape, don't he? But you know what I was just saying about most people being followers, because really in the tribe there could only be like one leader. You know, Genghis Khan, bro, he used to fucking, let me just show you this video a minute about George Groves. George Groves was talking to Coogan about Grape. Where's that video? Basically, yeah, George Groves said to Coogan that 1/3 of the British population are a product of Viking grape. Yeah, he said it in a video years ago and it's stuck in my head. So most of us are like, we've got that heritage, you know, that grape heritage. Where is it? They might have took it down, you know, because it got a bit grape heavy. Now I'll have a look for it next video, innit? But yeah, you know, Carl Froch, he's trying to like talk about Jake Paul, you know, because Jake Paul's a big name. But you don't talk about me, you know, dissing him in my videos because I'm not a big name like Jake Paul. So obviously Carl Froch is doing it for publicity, man. You know, talking about Jake Paul, you know, fighting him. Carl Froch loves money, man. He's a bit of a tight cunt. He's Polish, yeah, so he's got that peasant mentality. Even though he's made a load of cash from boxing, you know, he's still got that peasant Polish mentality. I know someone who's renting one of his houses and the windows are falling through. And Carl Froch said, yeah, I'll sort it, but he hasn't. And this was years ago.
80,000 fans. People look at, you know, the young kids coming through. Like, they're 20 years old now. Some of these people look at, you know, the young kids coming through. Like, they're 20 years old now. Some of these young men, and there was like 11, 12 years old.
I want one of these interviewers here to ask Carl Froch what he thinks about the LGBT community and the vaccine and the fucking, you know, Russia, Ukraine. Carl Froch is quite deep, you know. He's quite an interesting guy. I'd love to have a pint with him. I had a little run with him the other day.
When I chinned Groves at Wembley in front of 80,000 fans. It's a long time ago, mate. And you're still talking about it. And I keep reminding people on national television, just in case they didn't know.
This is what I mean. That Jake Paul, Tommy Fury fucking press conference was just dead, man. I'm going to knock you spark out. You get bored of it. But I think Carl Froch and George Groves set the bar so high with this fucking build-up for both of their fights. It's like nothing can really compete, can it?
Sorry, sir. Can you?
Sorry, could you all take a step to the left? That's it. That's lovely.
I was talking to you, sweetheart. Remember that bit? Classic line, man. Lead the alcoholic front cheeky as well. He starts chatting. He starts getting a bit hyped up in the mood.
Alright? Yeah. All down here, fellas.
George Groves is putting on a fake smile because he knows Lee the alcoholic Froch is there as well. He's outnumbered. George Groves has got that train. He had that trainer, you know, that paddy. What happened to him though? You know, that paddy? He's kind of like disappeared, hasn't he? He got his little payday from George Groves. And he's like fucked off. We haven't really seen anything about him since.
Face to face. Good. Oh, hold up. Hold up.
Oh.
Hold up.
Trying to raise the alarm. Why don't you push it
Are we
back?
handling it?
Push
Can
it
you hold it together?
back.
Can you hold it together?
Look,
Please
you
be a
can do it.
professional, for God's sake, man.
Eddie, have a word with your boy.
Eddie, have a word with your boy.
Guys, you all go back behind the barrier.
Who's talking to you, sweetheart?
Boy on the night, you'll see. You're in a world of trouble. He was lucky that night. Very, very lucky.
You're saying what he said the first time, man.
Well, you knew he was. He was hurt. He was hurt. In your heart.
Not
You'll
really.
know when Conor hit you, when he got to you. Yes, you hurt him in round one. Yes, you hit him for 6 rounds. But it's a 12 round fight. And you was fucked after round fucking 7. And now look at you.
Carl, does your brother do all the talking for you?
Sorry, who are you?
Does your brother ITV News?
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's rude, man. I don't know, that little journalist trying to say that. So, Carl, does your brother do all the talking for you? That's rude, isn't it? You know, for a journalist to try and jump in there with that little line there. George Groves was so happy that he had a bit of backup. So he started, like, laughing.
Talking for you?
Sorry, who are you?
Does your brother ITV News?
Oh yeah. Okay. Why don't you ask him? I've done plenty of talking today. I've just done a press conference. If you want to ask him something, he's there. No?
Well, you're the fighter.
I am the fighter, yeah, but I've done the press conference, I've done the talking.
That's a fake yawn, you know, from George Groves. He did it in the press conference as well. I watched their press conference early on today. George Groves, he put on like a little fake yawn. And he was playing with his Rubik's Cube. He's just done a fake laugh when that journalist said that. I don't know, it's all mind games, isn't it? I love it. Such a great build-up for those fights.
I fulfil my obligation, but if you've got something to say to Lee, he's there. He'll be happy to answer your questions.
Eddie, if he touches me again.
He's running to Eddie Hearn, man. Why? Push him back, man.
How many fights you had?
You don't know anything about it, have you?
What?
You don't know anything about it, have you?
About what?
Right, you
About what? About what? If you lay a hand on me again, this will be the end of it.
What is it? About what? Oh, you fucking idiot, man. I just pressed the wrong button, innit?
How many fights you had?
You don't know anything about it, have you?
What?
You don't know anything about it, have you?
About what?
Right, you
About what? About what? If you lay a hand on me again, this will be the end of it.
White if again. White if and again.
I'm not doing that, I'm just waiting.
He would have, would he?
Together. How many times I've got to step back, guys? Together. Rob, sort your boy out.
Don't go on the
pitch.
You know when someone like puts their hands on me, I have to lay them out. And I've done it to like men and women in the streets because I can't sleep, you know, with someone putting their hands on me like that. Even like when Eubank beat me, I just couldn't sleep, man, for ages. I was just fucking...
Don't go on the pitch.
Hey, George, we got the... Everybody be cool. Let's just chill. Where's the bar right there? We've got a bar with some canapes and some volleyballs.
Volleyballs.
I got 3.
He got his 2 minutes of fame, you know, back in them days.
Yeah, don't speak, you do things. Are we ready? Are we done? All right. Done. She's done. I want to get back in the pressure. What again? There's got one camera set up in
Yeah, it's great, man. Filmed by Cougar and Cassius. Raman Nathan. I've had a good time today. Yes, 20 times. Thanks for the £20, yeah? You walked out on boots, now on a bigger tings. Tyrone to the throne. You walked out on boots, now on bigger tings. Yeah, man. I already had money. That's why I could just walk out, you know, on boots and this other dead-end job that I had in a factory. Yeah, it's fucking... Time don't discriminate in the streets. Men and women can get it. That's what I mean. You know, these fucking women, they talk about domestic violence. I've seen more women hit men than men hit women. Yeah, because they kind of know they can get away with it. Well, so they think. They tried it with me, a few women, and I had to fucking lay them out, man. You know, if they want equality, they have to be treated equally, innit? They can't pick and choose, you know, when they want equality. They want the man to pay for the food in the restaurant, buy him drinks, you know, accept getting slapped by women and not retaliating. Yes, shout out to No Nonsense Boxing, you know. This guy is setting up the fight with me and Idris Virgo. Let me see who this guy is. I don't even know what he looks like. He's been messaging me, you know, on Instagram. Let's have a little look at him. Fucking these headphones up. I need them earpods.
Idris Virgo 1. He said that he's sticking around in this.
He's a fool.
crossover.
See the thing is, yeah.
See what I mean? You see these guys here, yeah? These guys know that Idris Virgo, innit? You know, if I smack that bitch up, I'll burst onto the scene, man.
He said that he's sticking around in this.
He's a fool.
crossover.
See the thing is, yeah. You're a pro boxer, 12-0. Go back over there. Now Mams is doing a pro division. Is he gonna run away from that pro division? He's calling that Kenny's and that the pro. Like, come on, man, you're an idiot.
Surely, the pro division is what he will compete in. I don't think he should. You know, I'm gonna say this right now explicitly. I don't think Idris Virgo should be allowed, or Hasim Ratman, or any of these men should be allowed to compete on Misfits, other than the pro division. Once the pro division is created, if these men dabble anything outside of that, what you doing?
What you doing?
It's bad enough you went.
And the thing is, he
should only be going pro.
He's trying to say he's the influencer. Influence who?
He never influenced
Where?
me.
Influence what?
Influencer
Ross.
What? Let's go to his Twitter. Let's check.
Bro, man said he's an influencer. How? Where does he influence? He don't influence no social media, no YouTube scene. He don't have no influential power on the
Idris
streets.
Virgo. Let's see what he's rolling with.
Man was saying he's JJ's gatekeeper.
He's got a little 6,500 followers on Twitter.
Get out of here, man.
6,560. You get me? So he's got
about 200,000 on Instagram, innit? But a lot of these guys, they pay for their followers. They buy followers. It's not real, man. It's not genuine.
Got his thing going on, but he's therefore. He was in Love Island, innit?
Bro, 2018.
I don't even remember him.
Bro.
I didn't. I'm not a big Love Island watcher like that, but I don't remember him.
The only black influences to come out of Love Island is that Dami and India. Yeah. That's it.
And Ovi.
Oh yeah, Ovi, a young basketball player.
A young basketball Ovi.
Yeah.
He got his bring-ins as well.
But look, Daly's got a fighter called Martin, yeah?
Oh, Martin Farouk,
Martin Farouk. Martin's like 7-0.
Good fighter.
Good fighter.
I like
fight him.
Yeah.
If you think you're influential, if you're a boxer, fight him.
Fight
He's
Daly's
ready for
brother.
you. He's ready for you.
Listen.
And my money's all on Martin. All on Martin.
No, Martin's cold. I like how he fights as well. I rate how Martin
about
fights.
JJ's.
That's what you should be doing,
bro. He's calling that Slim. He's calling that Kenny.
Yeah, chill,
man
though.
said he's JJ's gatekeeper.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
What are you gonna standing behind a man's
People
back
have
gate?
to- what do you
Want to
say?
guard a man's
People have
back
to
gate?
fight.
Why for that? Bro, I can probably put money on that JJ has him up in sparring. Because that performance there was meaty.
It was meaty.
It
was meaty. Or it's a respect thing with him and JJ
fights.
inspiring, where it's like, we're cool.
See one of his
Bro, I can see
how good this guy is. See what I'm fucking up against with this fucking guy here. Oh man, chucking water, you know. You know, if someone chuck water on me like that, I won't be able to sleep, man. Dillian White had water chucked on him, didn't he? By Cesaro. You know, if someone spits on you as well, that's like a fucking violation.
Well, the name. He hasn't really built up a name, so I wouldn't really want to call him by his name. I'll call him Noms. Should just stop the trash talk. Should just stop, because like he spoke highly of me. I want to keep that highly pedigree of someone talking about me. Like, what was you saying about me anyway?
You're not. I'll go on to that after. You're not usually a super middleweight, of course. If you win tomorrow night, are you going to carry on it that way?
No, I'm going to go lower.
You're going to go back down to middle.
Yeah. You absolutely.
Save it, yeah.
A woman holding him back.
See you tomorrow, lads.
It's just a job to me. I was going to fight Hennessy first, but then obviously that changed, and then he just came along, and I'm there. I'm a fighter. I fight anyone.
So tomorrow night, Josh, middle of the ring, you're fighting me, the one and only Idris Virgo. What are you going to do?
I'm going to fucking take it to you, mate.
Going to take what? Take what to me?
I'm going to smash you. You absolute.
Save it, yeah.
What are you grabbing me for?
See you tomorrow, lads.
Tomorrow, yeah.
See you, mate.
Okay, for the main event tomorrow night.
You'll catch all of the fights in the conclusion to this fight.
It's like stage, wasn't it? Oh, copyright. Fucking hell, man. I'm not into that gimmick shit, man. I'm not into it at all. I can't get involved in all that shit, man. Hearing women saying they don't need men a lot recently. Good luck finding a mechanic or a builder. Yeah, a builder, a plumber. Yeah, fucking stupid women, man. Stupid. It's ungrateful, isn't it? You know when I'm walking in the streets at night and there's like two women walking towards me, I can tell by the look on their face that they're fucking petrified. They're frightened, they're really scared, they try really hard to avoid looking at me. I've done it so many times when I've been walking in the streets on my own at night and there's two little women walking towards me. But you know when women are with a man, they're laughing and you can tell that they're more comfortable in it, you know, because there's a man there to potentially protect them. But that's what I mean. Jordan Peterson went on about women in the construction trade. That's it, builders, they're all men, scaffolders, plumbers, fucking mechanics, you know, who built their houses, yeah. Even a man set up OnlyFans, did you know that? A man set up OnlyFans, you know, for women to make money. Well, obviously he's making money, innit, but who set up OnlyFans? It was a guy called Timothy. I was reading about him the other day. Timothy Stokely, he created OnlyFans. You see what I mean though? You see what I mean about these women talking all this stupid shit? It's fucking irritating, man. It's arrogant, innit? You know, if I said to you lot, I don't need you lot, I don't need you, fuck off, I don't need you lot. Yeah, I don't need your super chats, I don't need you. It'll be arrogant, it'll be dumb, man. It'll be stupid, man. It'll be disrespectful. Yes, Kian. How you doing, man? Fight Coogan on a Misfits card. Come on, man. You know Coogan's not going to fucking fight me, man. You see him bullying Prince Patel. I've said much worse to Coogan, yeah, than Prince Patel has. And Coogan's never, like, threatened to cave my head in, so it's not going to happen, is it? You know it's not. I'd love to fight him, but it won't happen. Prince Patel's fighting on a Baby Ting show. You know, in a few weeks, I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down with my camera, you know, and step up the content and interview Baby Ting and Prince Patel. I'm going to stay in a little travel lodge, you know, in South London. Most women don't even know what they need or want. It's like my mum, like she got with my dad, who's a deadbeat, in and out of prison, selling weed, you know, getting locked up, fucking shit. My mum had kids with a man like that. Now my mum's 60, she's broke, she's depressed, she's in horrible shit jobs, she's never been anywhere, she's never seen anything, you know, because she got with a deadbeat man, my dad. Same with all my mum's friends. And my mum's sister. My mum's sister had kids when she was like 13. You know, with a drunken fucking gambler. And their lives are fucked up. So, you know, if you leave women to their own devices. I was listening to this little Muslim today and he was talking about, you know, arranged marriages between Muslim men and women. And like, basically families. A family will set their daughter up with, you know, their friends as son. So they all know each other in it. They're all friends. They're all family. They're all like in it together. it's like communities coming together, you know, and these little arranged marriages go on. That's the best way, isn't it? Because if you leave women to their own devices, you know, to pick men, I think dads should be involved in the selection process, you know, of women. And then they won't choose these fucking loser men like my dad. It's Friday night, you know, there's over 600 people here watching this shit. I'm gonna go to town after this, I think. Why did you snitch on your old man though? But why did he give me a chance to snitch? Why was he fucking selling weed in the first place? You know, why wasn't he a doctor or an accountant or a solicitor? You know what I mean? Why is he fucking selling weed, man? It's just a loser path, innit? It's gonna end badly, and it did. It ended badly for him. This is legit, you know, me doing this. It's fucking legit, man, so I can sleep at night without worrying about the police, you know, kicking off my door. I can sleep good at night, man. I'm legit. My dad was in prison and my mum was on drugs. I was thinking about Mayweather, you know, him doing these fucking exhibitions, trying to milk as much money out of boxing as possible, even though he's made a shitload of cash. Mayweather's dad, Floyd Mayweather Sr., was holding Floyd Mayweather Jr. when he was a kid, and Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s uncle shot his dad, you know, when he was holding Mayweather Jr. So I think that kind of gave Mayweather Jr. like post-traumatic stress disorder, and it made him really want to get that money, you know, to get out of those dirty areas and fucking get security, you know, because of what happened to him when he was a kid, when his dad was holding him and he got shot by Mayweather Jr.'s uncle. So now Mayweather is like milking it because he's got that money mind, man. He's really money orientated, isn't he? Fury can't sell and can't afford to put on the Usyk fight. You know, like Danny Flexen from Seconds Out, he interviewed Tyson Fury today and he asked him a stupid question, man. Danny Flexen said to Tyson Fury, do you wish that YouTube boxing, Misfits boxing was around, you know, a few years ago, so you could have had a few fights, you know, to get big paydays? And Tyson Fury said, well, I've already fucking made big paydays, so what does it matter? You know, it's a bit of a stupid question, wasn't it, from Seconds Out. It's a bit of a stupid question, man. Tyson Fury can fight that Francis Ngannou, you know, and get a load of cash. So I don't know, I didn't get the question, man. It didn't make sense. But I want someone to interview Conor, you know, and ask him where the receipts are for all these fucking eggs that he allegedly ate, 50 a day. But it's got to be someone else other than Coogan, on it, because Coogan will just fucking ask easy questions. You know, Boxing King Media, he will go straight in there, you know, and ask these questions, these tough questions. I like him. Me and him have been collabing recently, and people are coming up to me in the streets, you know, saying, oh, I've seen your interview with Boxing King Media. You know, random people in the street, so it's nice. Coogan tried to blackball me, man. So I'm hoping Boxing King Media overtakes him. We need you doing more interviews. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you. I've got an OnlyFans MILF lined up for an interview in the Travel Lodge next weekend. I'm going to interview Prince Patel and Baby Ting. You know, step it up. And it's not even like I'm just talking, because last week I did I did a bit of sparring, you know, in public. And there was a big Nottingham Forest game on, and we did basically I got some little kids, you know, to try and punch me. They weren't even little, they were kind of tall, but yeah, there was loads of people walking past, you know, who were coming from the football game, and they were stood there watching, and I felt quite proud of myself, you know, for switching it up a little bit, you know, expanding. What you saying about my Rolex? Don't start hating on me, man. You can get this as well, you know what I mean? If you set up a channel and you build up a cult following, you know, like me. I'm in a good place, man. Someone says, is your Rolex real? Yeah, I got it valued today. You know, at little watch shop, and he said it's worth a few grand. Stepping up, man. Stepping up. I think I've hit the wall today. I think I might have to wrap it up. Yeah, we'll get her in the Travel Lodge, this woman here, this MILF. See that? It's coming down a bit, isn't it? Some women have got them like big, like pussy lips, and some women are like self-conscious, you know, about their big pussy lips dropping down, so they get them removed. But I think they look alright. I don't mind them fucking lips, you know, that like dangle down. Try and get them out in the Travel Lodge. Yo, yeah, that noise. Call it a day, man. I've had a good run. Fucking hell. Fucking click on that super chat, man. Fuck's sake. Some guy called Big Tal gave me £10, yeah, and he like retracted his message, so I don't know what he said, but can we get the court to badger Eddie Hearn so we can get some of them Matchroom HQ invites? I don't think Eddie Hearn likes me, innit? So I'm trying to... He might try and stop me from getting on a Misfit show, so... Try not to diss him too much. You know, Prince Andrew. I was watching him the other day, you know, get interviewed on BBC about his little dodgy connections with Jeffrey Epstein. And you could tell he was lying, innit? He was blatantly lying, man. Parsons is Eddie's new favourite, I know. I know, let's have a little look at this fucking guy, Parsons. Where's this fucking video, man? Oh, this noise is getting... Don't mind.
Charlie Parsons, and welcome back to another...
Fucking Parsons. What do you think of this Parsons guy here? He's trying to be like Coogan, isn't he? You know how Coogan was back in the day with Eddie Hearn. You know that Parsons, you know, when he interviews Eddie Hearn, they spend about 20 minutes, don't they? You know, talking about each other's clothes. Like Eddie Hearn will say to this fucking Parsons, oh, you know, what you doing wearing those shoes with that fucking jumper? And then that Parsons will try and say to Eddie Hearn, oh, what you doing wearing that fucking jumper with... They spend about 20 minutes talking about each other's clothes, man. That's what he's trying to do, in that Parsons. He's trying to be like a little banterous, fucking cocky little fucker, innit? He's trying to be all banterous with Eddie Hearn, you know, trying to get that banter going on.
another episode of the Parsons podcast. We're here today, Brentwood, Essex, at the Matchroom HQ.
The Parsons podcast.
You know that
Coogan's
actually
jealous
wasn't
of him.
my
Well, I
idea.
mean, well, firstly,
this guy here got the exclusive with Eddie Hearn. You know, after that Conor bomb, fucking bribed the WBC.
it goes to show how unbelievably arrogant you are.
It's not my choice of name.
Ego's out of control. I mean, anyone that has a show named after them, that's like me going, welcome to the Eddie Hearn show.
I actually didn't choose the name.
Of course you didn't, mate.
I didn't.
Okay.
Genuinely didn't. So you don't like the name?
I don't like the name. I mean, I'm looking at this screen now, thinking, what sort of production values is this?
Well, because I'm only here on my own, so we're rolling with what we've got, Eddie.
Well, you didn't have any staff with you.
No.
Or you didn't have any team or any of your assistants. Oh. You made the trip all the way from Cirencester. Did you drive here today?
No, I don't drive.
Okay.
I was in Essex Tuesday, Wednesday, and then seeing as you weren't about Tuesday, Wednesday, I stayed another night just for you, mate.
Wow, where'd you stay?
I actually don't know. I ended up like being near Colchester, like
an
hour away or so. But we're here. Eddie, the point of this, obviously, steering more away from boxing itself. I know you've gone over your life story, so we'll try and spice it up a little bit. First childhood memory.
Bloody hell. I find it really interesting to talk about.
What do you think of his face, this Parsons? What do you think of him? He looks a bit... Do you think Coogan's fell off? Do you think he's gone downhill? When he first came on the scene, Coogan was quite banterous, wasn't he? He was quite fun to listen to, Coogan. He used to talk to Eddie Hearn about his favourite flavour of crisps, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. It was really fun and enjoyable, but I think this Parsons has kind of took Coogan's, role as the fucking... He looks like a graper. Yeah, listen. Most people in this fucking chat here, would grape, if they could get away with it. You have to remember, like, a small portion of men have, like, populated the world, man. Just a small portion, from, like, going over to islands and just killing the men, and graping the women. And getting them pregnant, killing the kids, get rid of them. You see it in the Lion Kingdom as well. A male lion will go over to a female lion. Fight with a male lion who's already there, get rid of him. And then the male lion who's kind of got rid of the male lion, they'll kill the cubs. Fuck the female lion and have his own cubs. Yeah? He'll take the female lion by force, and I think a lot of men are like that as well. But because there's rules and regulations and laws in place, a lot of men can't fucking, get away with doing what they really want to do sexually. They have to stick to the laws, don't they? The rules. But I think most men would grape, if they could get away with it. But going back to the lions, it's weird, isn't it? Because like a male lion will go to a fucking family of lions, kill the male lion, and then they'll kill the cubs, and then fuck the female lion and get her pregnant, and then she'll have his cubs, and then that will be his family. But it's like the female lion, this fucking male lion just killed your cubs, and it's like they're okay with it. You know what I mean? It's a weird setup, man. I don't know if you lot watch these wildlife videos. I like them. It's like me going up to a woman, murdering her fucking baby father, murdering the kids, and then banging her and having my own kids with him, with the woman, and her being okay with the fact that I just fucking murdered her kids. It's a bit weird, man. It's a weird setup, innit? You know, in the Lion Kingdom. Do you lot know about nature or not? Did you watch David Attenborough? Yeah, I'm going to time, man. I'm a bit horny. I'm going to try and find a little reject. A little drunken reject. You know, who's mentally ill. I bought a few back here before. Oh, shit. This bottle's full up, you know. Well, yeah, that fucking Parsons, you know, trying to burst onto the scene with his bit of banter with Eddie Hearn. Pissing in bottles and crying about a 19-year-old kid grafting. Who's crying? I'm not fucking crying at all. Have you seen all the super chats I've fucking got today just from sitting here for less than 2 hours chatting a load of bullshit? Who's crying? I'm having a good time, man. I see that Boxing Social have like joined the chat, but I don't know if it's really them. Is it still grape if they don't wake up? What do you mean? Even if they're dead or what? What do you mean, don't wake up? You're asking some weird questions, man. You're so bitter because Parsons is 19 and doing better than you. Laughing face. Watched Johnny Nelson's podcast with Mayweather. Came out yesterday on a channel called Fighting on the Inside. I like Mayweather. I respect what he's done in boxing. He's made a lot of cash. He's unbeaten, 50-0, TBE and all that. But I've kind of had enough of him now, I think. And he's not that interesting, you know, to listen to. What does he say? I've got one hell of a team. Leonard Ellaby and Al Heyman. He's one hell of a fighter. You know, it's not the most entertaining stuff, is it, from Mayweather? Most it again. Darren Hill, most it again. What do you mean by that? Yes, Big Towel, thanks for the £5, yeah? Broke up with my girlfriend because she wanted to be polyamorous and in the past got licked out by a dog. Be safe. I used to watch videos about that kind of thing, you know, like dogs licking out women. they used to put like dog food, you know, on their pussy holes, and just, I don't know if that's illegal. I don't know if I should have said that, but yeah, I used to watch videos like that because like you get bored in it of just like man woman, you know, fucking in pornos. So you have to step it up a bit, you know, and just check out something a bit more different. And yeah, I kind of looked at that, you know, spiced it up a bit with the dogs. You know, Joe Gallagher, he's into all that, isn't he? Ali's TBE. What, Muhammad Ali? I don't know, Ali was kind of scared to fight in the war, wasn't he? He kind of pussied out of fighting in the war, Ali, and he tried to hide behind religion, you know, saying this and that, but we just didn't want to get blown up, did he, Ali? We're having a good time, aren't we? When did I go live last? I think it was about 3 days ago. I was going to go live yesterday, but I wanted a little break from drinking. I've been training. Yeah, you know, Tundi and that fucking Spencer Fearon, they were trying to talk about me the other day, weren't they? What's their channel called? That Spencer Fearon tried to say, like, you know, if I say anything about it, he's going to come at me. What's his channel called again? What's his channel called, man? It's not the Undefeated Podcast, is it? It's not that. I forgot what it's called. That's it there, I think. Let's have a look here. But you have Stamina for sale, that's it. Right, let's have a look at their little lives. I think this was it here.
Yeah! Back in the building. Back to my normal residence.
Yeah. The normal residence. You know why you're back here.
The show, been a fan since day one, and a fan of you both since before the show, as fans and someone who knows the sport.
But it's properly butchered meat. You can taste the difference in the meat. It's like, they're delicious. I can't eat them too much though, because I'll get fat. But they're delicious. I'm just going to be real. It's just what it is, Tun. Tundi, seriously, I can see me and you having a cooking show, you know. I can see it.
One thing at a time, but yeah.
No, but I can see it. I can see me and you having a cooking show.
Thoughts on Ty and Booth seems like Zed. Spencer, can I just ask, what's your thoughts on Ty and Booth? Seems like a proper troublemaker. I don't know the brother.
You know what? Whatever it's doing is working for him, right? Because I remember when he beat Nathan Graham.
Yeah. That's. I think that's where I remember him from.
Right.
Nathan. I don't actually know nothing. I've never watched his channel or nothing like that. I don't actually know him like that.
He's lying. He's lying, man. These guys pretend that they don't watch my videos. They tuned in, man. They tuned in. I heard him talking about one of my videos one time. He's trying to act like he's above it.
But I remember that because obviously Nathan was your boy. So
yeah. But no, listen, before I had anything to do with Nathan, you know?
Okay.
So I think Derek Williams was managing him and they brought down Ty Booth for him to box. I think that was the day James Cook got married as well. Okay. And like, yeah, but he never really got fights where he had to go and prepare for them. He always got fights at last minute notice, but he was an Ingle boy.
I know where I remember him from. He fought Chris Eubanks.
Yep.
That's where I remember him from. He fought Chris Eubanks.
You see what I mean? That's like the highlight of my boxing career. So it's like I need a new highlight. I want to fuck up that Idris Elba, you know, mess him up and make a new highlight.
So, and he boxed. I mean, he boxed. He had skills, you know, Tony. He had skills.
Well,
But,
it was Ingle. He come from Ingle, innit?
yeah. And their whole ethos is skill based. You know, and being unorthodox and fight and throwing shots from different angles and stuff like that. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, like, so I don't. Ty Booth ain't said nothing derogatory about me.
I said that you're a black supremacist. Do you know what I mean? But he has to kind of keep it suppressed, you know, because he works for Sky or whoever. That's what I said about you. I said, come on, man. You can tell that these guys...
He likes to go for people, so good luck to him. But he comes for me, then you know it is. I'm not, you know.
What you switching up the thing now?
Bro, Tony, you know it goes.
It baffled JJ1 said it baffled me is how he gets views. BS sells out here in these YouTube streets. Okay, he definitely cut this to review it. Okay, well listen, whatever floats your boat, mate. If people are watching, that means people are interested with whatever he's saying.
One thing, on his boxing opinion, he's got a decent IQ, man. I can't knock him.
What did you say?
One thing, on his boxing opinion, he's got a decent IQ, man. I can't knock him.
Okay.
It's just that he says some mix up things, so he'll offend people. So it's like, I think he went to Joshua's gym and they kicked him out.
He didn't kick me out at all, man. He didn't fucking kick me out, man. I walked out of my own accord. Joshua tried to tell me to get out. He told me about 4 times. Get out my gym, and I was just stood there. Eventually I left, innit? I'm not gonna fucking stay there all night. I left of my own free will. Yeah? I won't finna stay there all night. He didn't kick me out of his gym at all. He tried, but it didn't work, man. So, you see what I mean? These guys watch my videos, man. They know about me. They try and act like they don't, but they do.
Beefing, you know how it goes.
Oh wow. Well, listen, if you're letting people of that level frustrate you, then maybe he's got something there.
Someone of that level, you know, that's a little diss, innit? That fucking Lions in the Camp guy trying to diss me like that. Someone of that level. If you let someone of that level offend you, you know, he's got something. Someone of that level. I'm talking about levels, man. Empty the tank, bro.
Because I'll just ignore him, bro. And if he got in my zone, I'll just go like I don't know him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean,
what do you think of Eddie Hearn trying to bring Wilder to the zone to set up the Ruiz fight? Is Eddie Hearn John Ruiz?
Oh, it's dead, man. But yeah, you know, if you look at their comments, like they're not as good as my live chat comments. They don't get the same kind of super chats. That's why they're jealous, you know, and they're saying, oh, you know, there's someone on that level. Why are you letting someone of that level fucking bother you? Like, look at their super chats, man. Look at their comments. It's not as good as my live chat box, is it? They actually give you props. Don't get emotional about it. I'm not emotional, man. I'm having a good time here. Boxing interviews are boring. Same subjects every single time. Just someone different having their 50 pence worth. I know, I don't know. I should be talking about Bruce Lee and Tupac, you know, people like that. You know, big names instead of talking about fucking Sonny Edwards and Spencer Fearon and Tondi. It's a low level, innit? It's a low bar, man. You're jealous because Spencer's on Sky and you're a nobody. He always puts laughing faces, don't he, this Don King? He always puts 3 laughing faces when he tries to diss me. But right, 2 hours 13 minutes. We are way more interested in Sonny Edwards and Spencer Fearon, to be honest. What than Tupac and Bruce Lee? It's fucking stupid talk. Is Coogan still with his brass missus and kid? I said I wasn't going to talk about his missus and kid, you know, but I don't know. I think he's starting to stress about him, to be honest. Coogan. He said he like rings up Joshua, you know, at 2 a.m. complaining, and it might be because of his. No, I don't, man. I don't want to get too personal, man, but getting with a promiscuous woman, it's not worth it, man. It's not. Alright, forget Coogan and his missus. Let me just give you a hypothetical scenario, yeah? You get with a woman who's like fuck loads of men on camera. You get with her, you're taking her to restaurants, you're spending money on her, you're spending time. That's like buying a car that's got like 200,000 miles on the clock. It's been used already, man, over and over again, so it's not good value, is it? I want to fucking marry a nice little white Christian woman. You know, who's a virgin, so when I fuck her, there's all blood all over the sheets. You know, because she's pure, she's fresh, she ain't got 5 kids to 5 different men. It's not appealing, is it? It's not appealing, man. You want something fresh, you want a brand new car, you know, with like 0 miles on the clock. That's why I'm surprised with Carl Froch, you know, his wife. She was a model. I'm not saying she was a slag, but any kind of yes, EBF and Co. Thanks for the £2, yeah. Coogan's watching this, you know, he's going mental, man, but it don't matter. It don't matter. If he gives me £2 that he owes me and he apologises for taking so long to pay me back and for blackballing me, I might go easy on his bent legs, but as of right now, I'm still baffled why this channel gets more views than theirs. This is pure nonsense, like Ty himself will tell you. Yeah, it's nonsense. I don't promote these lives. I don't say everyone tune into my lives. I don't schedule them. I don't fucking promote them and tell everyone I'm going live in 10 minutes. I just do them, and it's random. No planning. No planning at all, man. Just vaping. I prepared this photo though, you know, because I noticed the similarities, you know, between fucking John Fury and Gary Glitter. So this video is a bit, it is a bit fucking prepared. You know that Tommy Fury, he's had a kid and he's called his kid Bambi, which is a bit fucking stupid, isn't it? It's a bit fucking dumb. Yes, Shed. Thanks for the £5, yeah? Good hang, mate. Laters. See you later, yeah? Yes, Taylor. Thanks for the $2, yeah? £2. £2, bit embarrassing sending this little £2 and that. Ah, it's good, man. It all adds up, you know. Fucking you, fucking 640 people give me £2. I'd have over £1,000. Big Towel, thanks for the £5, yeah? Would you rather have Coogan's bent legs or Sonny Edwards' height? Bent legs. Women don't like small men, you know, they don't. At least Coogan can wear like big jeans, you know, so his legs look half decent. But Sonny Edwards is fucked. He's a little fucking horrible, little ugly troll, isn't he? A little ant, a little mouse. You know what I mean? Fucking ugly fucking cunt, man. Yes, Brendan Devine. You're tying. You betting on the underdog, TNT or Jake Paul? Like I say, I want Jake Paul to get Tommy Fury. I want Tommy Fury to get messed up, like really damaged for some reason. I don't like him. I don't know what it is, but I just don't like the guy. Do you ever get that? You know, where you hate somebody and you don't know why. You can't put your finger on what it is. Or you just hate them and you want them to get smashed up. Yes, Brendan Devine again, you know. What's the most common method for boxers to lose weight? Well, back in the day when I used to box, we used to like dry out, you know, like a week before the fight. We used to like sweat it out, you know, try and get rid of all the liquid, you know, a week before. But then the method changed and we just kept drinking water like right up to the weigh-in. Because like, I don't know if you've ever done this, but when I used to fucking make weight, yeah, and I'd drink loads of water up until the weigh-in, because I drank so much water, yeah, the fucking water would squirt out of my fucking arsehole. So it kind of like clears out your insides, you know, like one of them, what they called, what did Cesaro say to Dillian White, you know, them laxatives, you know, when they go through you. That's how I'm going to go through that, man. Yeah, man. That's what water does, you know, when you drink loads of water, it just fucking flushes out your fucking insides, man. And you start squirting water out of your arsehole. Yeah? Because you've probably got like chicken in your intestines from like 20 years ago. You know, that's just rotting away. It's just inside you, it's rotting away, the chicken. Because obviously your intestines are quite long, aren't they? They're quite long and they've got little ridges in them. Yeah? So food gets trapped in your fucking intestines, man. It's disgusting. Yeah, Dillian White was like, that's a bit of a weird analogy. I'm impressed that Dillian knew what analogy meant. No disrespect to him, but he's kind of gangster, isn't he? He got hit with a hammer. And he moved out of Brixton, you know, to go and live in Portugal, you know, because there's a lot of beef in Brixton. And, you know, Baby Ting's son got murdered in Brixton. So, you know, Dillian, he did the right thing, you know, living in Portugal, you know, with his little dogs. Shout out to Hex Toys, man. Shout out to Hex Toys. We're going to put your logo, you know, on my shorts when I box that Idris Elba. Hopefully on a Misfits show. Hex Toys said, evening gents. Shame we have a fake Hex Toys account posting nonsense. We don't post in the live chat. Good vibes only. Yep. 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 It's a good vibe, innit? It's a nice little vibe, man. It's like we're in the pub drinking, you know, chatting. You know, dissing people. YB is not all that, yeah. These guys might have more subscribers than me, yeah, but they're not getting paid like what I'm getting paid, man. Look at this shit here. Darren Hill with the £5 again, you know. How much water would you drink, Ty? What do you mean? I used to drink 6 litres of water and it used to squirt out of my fucking arsehole, man. And it used to clear out my intestines. And I'd make weight really easily. Because when I drank all that water, it like flushed out my fucking insides. I don't like talking about my arsehole, you know, to a load of men. It's a bit gay, innit? I remember someone gave Ty £90, madman. Laughing face. Nah, this Hex Toys gave me 450 quid, you know. We're going to put him on my shorts. You know, when I fight that Idris Elba. You know, promote his company, Hex Toys. He's supported me over the years, so we're going to give him a bit of exposure. Yes, Jade and Anthony, thanks for the £5, yeah? You and YB are the underdog gems of boxing. That's what I mean. This is what I like. I like being able to say what I want to say. I can't fully say what I want to say. You know, about the LGBT community and these people who identify as they, them. Yeah? You know, that fucking Sam Smith. I'd love to do a video dissing him. Have you heard about that fucking guy, man? So I can't fully be myself, but we're kind of pushing it, aren't we? They, them. Ding dong. Thanks for the £2, yeah. R.I.P. Nicola Bolly. I don't know who that is, man, but I identify as this, I identify as that. It's fucking stupid, man. What's that guy called again? What's that little black guy called who got chucked in the river? That little black guy. I think it's called Emmett Till. Let's have a look at what he looked like after being in the water for a long time. Can't even see properly. You see this little black kid here, yeah? You know, back in the days when racism was okay, this white woman like told her husband that this little black kid like whistled at her, you know, in the streets or in a shop or something. She like made it up. So this white woman's husband and a few of his little mates, they got this little black kid, Emmett Till. They fucking battered him, murdered him and chucked him in the river. And that's his body there. You see the difference? Can you see those two? The before and afters. It's a bit fucked up, innit? And then she admitted later that she'd lied. She just wanted him to, she wanted him to get murdered, you know, because he was black. Bit fucked up, innit? It's a bit fucked up, man. Yes, yes. Thanks for the £2. Yeah, Ty, name your top 5 serial killers in order. There's so many, isn't there? Myra Hindley, Fred and Rose West, Ian Huntley, Ian Brady, Harold Shipman, the Yorkshire Ripper, Peter Sutcliffe. Yeah, that fucking guy. What's his name? Jeffrey Dahmer. That other guy. I like all of them. I forgot some of their names, man. But yeah, Ted Bundy, that's it. I was going to buy a bottle of Prime today, yeah. I seen it in a shop. It was like £10. I was going to use it as like a little piss bottle. you know, to try and like, you know, get KSI to review it. You know what I mean? Pissing in a fucking bottle of Prime. But I didn't want to pay £10, so I just thought, nah. Why the fuck is there still over 600 people in here, man? What's going on? It's Friday night, man. You should be out there trying to fucking pick up some drunken reject woman who's mentally fucked up, who don't know what's going on, you know, and just fucking bang her. Yeah, Joseph Fretzel as well. He banged his daughter, didn't he? We're bored. Well, fuck off then. You're fucking whinging and whining, man. Sorry, and how do you rate Tommy Robinson, the EDL leader? You know these guys who get slagged off like Hitler and Bin Laden? I don't know, I think these guys were alright, man. I think they were okay. You know, that Tommy Robinson guy, he just wanted to be around white people, didn't he? You know, white English people, and you can't blame him. I used to work in Amazon, you know, and I was doing like security, and it was just full of fucking Somalians, man. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it, man. You know what I mean? Fucking didn't like it at all. You want to be around your own, don't you? You know your own kind of people. You lot can understand what I'm saying. But you know, when I was working with those fucking Somalians, they couldn't understand what I was saying. You know, because they just got off the boat from Somalia. So I had to like slow down. You know, when I was talking, I had to keep repeating myself. It was just fucking irritating. And I just thought, I'm sick of these fucking people. So, you know, Tommy Robinson, he wanted to be around his own. And there's nothing wrong with it at all, man. You want to be around your own, don't you? You know, who can understand what the fuck you're saying. You know, Gaddafi, he was supposed to be a good guy, but you know, the media in Britain and America, they were dissing him, saying he's been horrible to his fucking countrymen, but there was no homeless people in Libya. You know, when somebody got married, they were given a house. They were given free education. You know, if somebody tried to steal in Libya, they get their hand chopped off. So there wasn't much crime. You know, if you raped a woman, you'd get murdered. There was no alcohol allowed. Yeah, we seen that little Saudi Arabia press conference. It was quite respectful, wasn't it? You know, what's his name? Tommy fucking Fury. You know, them Arabs, they were all clapping, weren't they? And showing that respect. They weren't drunk and throwing pints at fucking Jake Paul. They were being nice and friendly, man. But, yeah, man. Everyone has to say thanks for having me here when in Saudi. It's the law. I hate that, you know, in the press conferences. You know, when someone starts talking and the first thing they say is, first of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming. It's just so dead, isn't it? Just get to the point, man. Just say what you're going to say. Stop fucking saying that, man. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Like, just get to the fucking point, man. It's like national anthems as well. They just drag on, man. It's just a waste of time, innit? Right. I need a fuck, man. What do you think of that boxing talk with Addy? Do you think his sex life has kind of took off? You know, now he's becoming a bit of a somebody. That Addy Oladipo. I remember when I was watching one of his lives here, and someone asked him if he would interview me. And he said, nah. I'm trying to go down a different path. You know, I like what he's doing and that. It's a bit funny and that, but I don't want to go down that path. And you can't blame him. You know, he's got a nice little job on DAZN, hasn't he, that Addy. So yeah, he's fucking... But he did a video, you know, one time calling my videos genius. You know, saying that I could get to 1 million subscribers. Someone says, without God, this wouldn't all be possible. I know, it's just stupid, innit? You just say anything, man. It's like Nas. Nas used to say, oh, I thank God for letting me get a second round knockout victory. You know, like God's going to be up there, like thinking, right, I'm going to make sure Nas gets a second round knockout victory. But I don't care about that fucking little kid over there getting graped, you know, by that nonce. I'm okay with that. Fucking Gary Glitter. Yeah? I'm okay with fucking Gary Glitter acting like that, but I'm going to make sure Nassim Hamed gets a nice little second round knockout victory. You know, it's just stupid, isn't it? It's so dumb. Fucking Tommy Fury calling his daughter Bambi. The fucking world's gone mad, man. They, them. Silly fucking... You know, back in the days, you could say maggot. Yeah, you fucking maggot. You could say it, couldn't you? Boxing King Media said, reckon we could get the Saudis convinced to buy the rights to Tyron Brew versus Idris Elba. Bro, fucking hell. I'd love to get in there with them rich Saudi sheikhs. You know, they got that oil money. How do you get in there, though? How do you get in? What do you have to do? Someone said that the fucking... Don't matter. Nas was a Muslim when it suited him. That's what Brendan used to say. Yeah, that's it. I've said it before, you know, if Nas's parents were Indians, Nas would be a Hindu. And he'd be saying that Islam is a load of shit, wouldn't it, Nas? You know, if his parents were Jewish, he'd be saying that Judaism is the true religion. And he'd be saying that Islam's a load of made up bullshit, wouldn't it, Nas? So it's kind of like what your parents are, that's what you become. Carl Froch thinks the Earth's flat, so his kids will probably think the Earth's flat. But not necessarily. I don't want to be like my parents. You remember when I was arguing with that hawker? I've changed my number here, so I'm going to ring her up. She won't know it's me, so... I've saved her in my phone as Angry Escort.
Bundle call. Welcome to the EE voicemail. I'm sorry, but the person you called...
Fuck off, man. Come on, let's wrap it up, man. We've fucking had a good run. The super chats have dried up, but it's alright. Alright, I'm gonna ring up another one. Kind of horny, you know. Fucking hell, I ain't had sex for about a year, I think. But that's my choice. I could just ring up a fucking reject. She looks alright, you know, decent. What are you saying about this one here? I need to bust a nut, man.
Bundle call.
You fucking stupid woman, man. Hold on, let me try another one.
Bundle call. Four, four, 7, 3, 0.
Oh, she lives near me as well. She's nice and young. 18. You know, that prime age. No, she got her tits out. Don't show that. Don't show that, man. If she don't answer, I'm just gonna go time, you know.
Call.
Oh. 30 quid. Fuck, you know. That's good. That's alright. Right, last one, yeah. If she don't answer, I'm just gonna have to fuck off to town, man. Because I'm a bit horny here. Sick of wanking, man. After a while, it just gets dead, innit? Fucking dead, man.
Bundle call.
Yo, does that look like a man? That looks like a man, you know. But I take the risk. Let me try her. Oh, you fuck. I love sneezing, you know. Love it. Right.
Bundle call.
Right, I'm going to town, man. If any of you lot are about, let me know, innit? We're going on a little hunt. Let's read some of these fucking comments before I fuck off. Oh, this guy's coming through again, you know. Shout out to Hex Toys for the big £50, you know. Man's doing it. Man's delivering. Yes, shout out to Hex Toys for the big super chat, £50, you know. You know what I mean? Someone says, Hex Toys, how did you get so rich? Yeah, that's a good question, isn't it? It's a very good question, man. But I think he's into crypto, isn't it? He's into that kind of shit. I don't know what to do for him though, you know what I mean? It's not good enough, is it? Saying shout out to Hex Toys for the £50. It's not good enough, is it? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, that's not gay. Don't know, I'll give him a free ticket to my fight with that Idris Elba. Yeah, ringside, sit in the ringside seat. Someone said that's not actually what they look like, bro, but that escort that came round here that time, she looked quite nice. She kind of looked like her photo, so yeah. Time's been waiting for Big Daddy Hex Toys all night. Yeah, like I say, man. You know what I mean? Some people show more support than your own family, don't they? Family, I'm starting to lose that kind of love for family, man. You know, my little fat nephew, he messaged me today saying he's at my mum's for the weekend, boys. John Moore, give me £10 just like that. People are just being generous today, aren't they? I've made a nice bag. Hex has been hanging around Kinahan. Laughing face. Hex Toys been to Epstein's Island. I'd love to go there. I'd fucking love it. I need to make those connections, you know, with those elites. That's why I don't want to slag them off too much. You know, slagging off COVID and fucking Russia, Ukraine, and the vaccine and all that. I don't want to fucking jeopardize my position. Yeah. I want to get involved, man. I want to go to Epstein's Island, you know, and get involved. Like Barry Earn and that. Fuck, you know. But what they do is they like film you, you know, indulging in some kind of dodgy sexual act, you know, in case you try and like blow the whistle on them. They've got it on footage, you know, like if you acting dodgy sexually. So it's alright then, make a vlog video finding the prosy top tier content. Bro, I told you, man, I told you. I've got a MILF lined up for the Travel Lodge next week and I'm really looking forward to it. That's what life's about, isn't it? Tyne's definitely a nonce. You know what though, that Prince Andrew, he kind of banged a 17-year-old, which is legal, innit? So it's not nonce behaviour, is it? It's legal. It's okay, man. It's legit. Put Hex Toys in your corner when you fight. If he wants to get involved, he can. Calm down, man. Just get involved. Right, 2 minutes and it'll be 3 hours, so let me just put this guy's big super chat on the screen again. Quality content. What is this? Come on, man. Do you think this is better than a Dave Chappelle stand-up special on Netflix? Because I watched one of his stand-ups in it, and he wasn't that good, man. He was bowing down to the LGBT community, you know, because they were having a go at him, and he was like pandering to him and fucking. Yes, Big Towel, bit dodgy calling a brass this late at night when other men have just been inside of them. Be safe. Yeah. Yeah. I've been down on women before, you know, who had boyfriends. So when I went down on them, yeah, I was probably licking another man's jizz. But you know, when that beast mode kicks in, you know, when your animal instincts kick in, it don't matter, does it, if you're licking jizz. Pause. Oh, fucking hell. Pause. That's the American equivalent of no homo, innit? You know, the American words, they're starting to creep into England, aren't they? You know, like finna. I've had a great time today. Yo, Discord. Let me show you my little Discord. I'm going to put it in the chat now so we can create a little... I don't even know how this shit works, man. Fuck, you know. Let me have a look. How do you find my little Discord ad? You know, so I can put it in there. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. Pause. How the fuck how they share the Discord, man? Oh fuck yeah, I ain't got time to look for it. Shall we wrap it up, yeah? Shall we? Come on, man. There must be a hooker who's gonna fucking answer, man. Do they want money or what? Let me try one more whore. Let me try another hooker. Nice little Brazilian. She is 25 years old. That's a bit old, isn't it?
Bundle call.
No, it's not working. I'm gonna have to go and crawl through the alleyways in town. They're all going to be coming out the clubs now, so I'm going to have a little crawl in the alleyways. We've had a good run, man. Someone put my Discord in the chat, you know, so all these people, there's hundreds of people in here. 25 is too old because you're into 12-year-olds, mate. What's wrong with your fucking brain, man? That's the thing though, innit? Gerald McLennan. You might feel like a loser, yeah, but at least you've got legs that work. At least you're not fucking blind. So you know when you're complaining about your little problems, your little issues. Ty's wrapping it up so he can get back to his dark web pedo ring. Laughing face. You see what I mean? You know the laughing face after he said that? It's like he likes it himself. He's... Right, let's finish this can and then just end it. I don't think YouTube will put ads on this, but got some nice super chats today. Where does Gary Glitter live? You know this fucking guy here, John Fury. Smiling away, he's happy with his little Gary Glitter look, innit? John Fury. He's proud of his little Gary Glitter look. He's gone for that look, man. Fucking John Fury. You see what I mean though? My mum saying, oh, why don't you get a career? Look how much money I've made today. Yeah, fucking... She can't tell me nothing, man. You can't tell me nothing about she's disappointed in me. How the fuck can you be disappointed in this? Look how much money I've made. You know, in a few hours. I've made more than she makes in like 2 weeks of working in a fucking factory. Picking up boxes for 12 hours, so I don't know why she's chatting. Right.
Bundle call. Thank you for calling Excel Taxis.
Come on, man. I need to bust a nut here. Fucking stupid woman, man. What the fuck is wrong with these fucking people, man? Don't these people want money or what? What's going on here?
Bundle call. Welcome to the Tesco mobile.
Oh, fuck off, man. I ain't got time for this bullshit. I might have to walk to town, you know. Hello? Hello? You fucking dickhead, man. Yeah, I should have finished the live about half an hour ago, you know. I've kind of ruined it. I had a good run, but now it's hit the wall. Wait a minute. Oh, she's local.
Bundle call.
What's wrong with these fucking whores, man?
Welcome to the EE voicemail. I'm sorry, but the person you called isn't.
Right. 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 Oh, look at that. All right then, yeah. So you know, if you could grape her, yeah, and get away with it, would you do it? Come on, man. Yeah, don't do that. It's wrong. It's fucking wrong, man. Right. Let me just read one more fucking comment. Yes, thanks for the £2. How much pounds to tie yourself to Krugen for 1 year? What are you saying? Shall we go again tomorrow, yeah? We've had a good time today, haven't we? I've enjoyed myself.
So then why would he try to bring Wilder? Is maybe Andy Ruiz is a free agent?
He's a free agent as well, I believe.
I thought it was Al Heyman.
I thought he was Al Heyman as well, but I don't know. I don't know. But what I would say is this: I would love to see Wilder on the zone. You know why? Because if Wilder's on the zone, that means it'd be easier to make a Dylan White fight. If Wilder's on the zone, it'd be easier to make an Anthony Joshua fight.
Okay.
So I would love to see that happen.
Okay. And let's not forget AJ. Still a draw. His fight's coming up. Where do you see Anthony Joshua in the heavyweight mix right now?
So I would say like with Anthony Joshua,
Yo, turn this shit off, man.
he's still in the mix, Tony.
Okay.
How can anyone say that he's not in the mix? He's not.
I think you know what I'm predicting.
Man's nipples are showing, man. Yo, cover that shit up with the Rolex. Fucking fruity as fuck. Shit. See you later. I'm gonna fuck off. I'm gonna go out and have a good time, man. Thanks for the super chats, yeah? Shout out to Hex Toys and everyone else who got involved, man. You know, with the donating and that. This is zesty, innit? What do you think? Bro, just end the stream, man. It's getting too fucking weird, man. Where's the end button? See you later, yeah? We'll go again tomorrow, man. I've had a really good time. Yeah, be safe, everybody, man. Be safe.